Ever wondered how your daily habits might impact your mental health? Our routines, the silent architects of our existence, have a profound influence on our minds and emotions. These tiny, seemingly trivial actions, when carried out continually, significantly shape our mental wellness. They subtly mold our mental landscape, much like a river gradually carves out a canyon. But not all modifications are. Some habits, quite disturbingly, can lead down the path of depression. These habits often masquerade as regular parts of our day, things we do without a second thought, choices we on autopilot. But it's high time we break free from the autopilot mode. It's time to become conscious of our actions and take control. Let's into the first of these habits. It's something most of us do every day, and it's time to talk about it. First on our list, excessive use of technology, especially phones. As we dive into the digital age, we're often lured into the trap of constant connection. This relentless tethering to our devices can lead to a surprising paradox. While we're more connected than ever, we can also feel more isolated. Think about it. When we're always on our phones, we're not truly present in our physical surroundings. We're missing out on meaningful face-to-face interactions, which are crucial for our emotional health. Moreover, the lack of physical activity is another hidden consequence of this tech trap. We're designed to move, but technology often leads us to a sedentary lifestyle. And then there's the stress. The constant barrage of notifications, emails, and messages can leave us feeling overwhelmed. It's like we're always on, and that's a recipe for burnout. Remember, moderation is key when it comes to technology. Next up, we have poor nutrition. We can't overstate the importance of what we put into our bodies. Imagine trying to drive a car without fuel, or with the wrong kind of fuel. It's the same with our bodies. A diet lacking in essential nutrients can leave us feeling drained, lethargic, and even lead to mood swings. Take omega-3 fatty acids, for instance, found in foods like fish and walnuts. They're crucial for brain health, and a deficit can increase the risk of depression. Similarly, a lack of vitamin D, often dubbed the sunshine vitamin, has been linked to mood disorders, including depression and anxiety. And what about the sugars and processed foods we often reach for when we're stressed or in a hurry? They might offer a brief spike in energy, but it's followed by a crash that can leave us feeling worse than before. A balanced diet is a simple step towards a happier mind. Our third habit is disrupted sleep. This seemingly simple habit can have far-reaching effects on our mood and overall well-being. When our sleep cycles are inconsistent or of poor quality, our body and mind are the first to suffer. Think about it. We've all experienced those groggy, irritable mornings after a night of tossing and turning. That's because sleep is the time when our bodies recharge and our minds process the events of the day. When this restorative process is interrupted, it's like trying to run a marathon with a half-charged battery. Irregular sleep can lead to mood swings and chronic fatigue, both of which can chip away at our mental health over time. And if left unaddressed, these symptoms can spiral into more severe conditions like depression. Just as we need to eat well and exercise to keep our bodies healthy, we need quality sleep to maintain our mental health. Quality sleep is an essential part of maintaining good mental health. Habit number 4, reduced physical activity. There's a compelling connection between our physical activity and our mood. When we allow ourselves to fall into a pattern of reduced physical activity, we can often find ourselves feeling low on energy and even lower on self-esteem. Our bodies were designed for movement, and when we deny them this basic need, it can have serious repercussions on our mental health. Regular exercise has been proven to have a positive impact on our mood, helping to reduce feelings of anxiety and depression. However, when we become sedentary, we strip ourselves of these benefits. We increase our risk of feeling isolated, unfulfilled, and ultimately depressed. It's important to remember that exercise isn't about achieving a certain look or being the best at a sport. It's about taking care of our overall well-being, mentally and physically. Exercise is not just about physical health, but mental health too. We've covered 4 habits so far. Let's quickly go through the remaining 6. First up, we have the lack of sunlight. It's no secret that sunlight plays a crucial role in our lives. It helps our bodies produce vitamin D, which is essential for our overall well-being, including our mood. When we don't get enough sunlight, it can lead to feelings of sadness and lethargy, often associated with depression. Secondly, excessive alcohol consumption. While it may seem like a temporary escape, alcohol is a depressant. It can magnify our feelings of sadness, anxiety, and hopelessness over time. Moderation is key, my friends. Then we have negative self-talk. We often tend to be our own worst critics. But when this self-criticism becomes a constant, it can lead to a distorted self-image and feelings of worthlessness, both common symptoms of depression. Fourth on our list, constant busyness. In today's fast-paced world, being busy is often glorified, but constantly being on the go without taking time to relax and unwind can lead to chronic stress, which is a major contributor to depression. Last but certainly not least, lack of social interaction. Humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection. When we isolate ourselves, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and despair. It's important to make time for social activities, even if it's a simple catch-up over coffee. So there you have it. The remaining 6 habits: lack of sunlight, excessive alcohol consumption, negative self-talk, constant busyness, and lack of social interaction. Each one of these, while seemingly insignificant on its own, can slowly chip away at our mental health over time. Let's be mindful of these habits. Awareness is the first step towards change. We have the power to form healthier habits that can enhance our mental well-being rather than diminish it. All these habits, though seemingly small, can have a big impact on our mental health. So, we've seen how our daily habits can affect our mental health, potentially leading to depression. Certain habits, like excessive usage of technology, primarily our phones, can lead us towards a path of isolation, taking us away from real human interactions. Another habit that plays a pivotal role in our mental health is poor nutrition. It deprives our bodies of crucial nutrients, impacting our mood and energy levels adversely. Another significant to depression is disrupted sleep. It hampers our body's emotional regulation mechanism, causing mood swings and low energy. Reduced physical activity is another habit we need to reconsider. It can significantly reduce our mood-enhancing endorphins, making us feel low. But that's not all. We also need to address 5 other habits that play a critical role in our mental health. These are chronic, constant negative thinking, lack of sunlight, overconsumption of alcohol, and lack of social connection. Each of these habits, if not addressed properly, potentially push us into a depressive state. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure, and in this case, being aware of these habits is the first step to prevention. Let's take care of our mental health by cultivating healthier daily habits.